Hi, I'm Steve Fisher with Roland Corporation for GearWire, and I'm here today to show you a great new practice tool. It's called the RMP-5 Rhythm Coach. Now you might think it's just for drummers, but it's not. Anybody that wants to focus on being better with rhythm, this is the piece for you. It's got some great features and I can't wait to show it to you. As you can see, this is Roland's RMP-5 Rhythm Coach. A great practice and rhythmic learning tool for not only drummers, but anybody playing a musical instrument or even singing. The Rhythm Coach is made up of 4 very unique components. First of which is Roland's unique patented mesh head that we have. It's the same mesh head that's on all our V-drum products. Not only that, but there's a great sound set in there too. There's 54 great dynamic and expressive sounds. In addition to that, there's an advanced metronome that I'll show you in just a moment. And one of the most important things on the RMP-5 is the Rhythm Coach functions, which is a series of different exercises that really help you get better faster by helping you build your internal time, your rhythmic ability, your stamina, and building up your chops. Let's take a look quickly at the mesh head. As I mentioned, it's the same mesh head that's on all our V-drums drum sets. And the one great advantage is you can tension it with a drum key just like you would any conventional drum head, so you can adjust the feel of your practice pad. It's very important. Next, there's the sounds. And I will go to my sound set here. And one of the things that we can do, you can hear the one snare drum sound. Now, I'll play some of the sounds for you, but also, more importantly, is listen to the dynamics that the sound have. If I play soft, it's a soft snare drum sound. As I start to play harder, you can actually hear that sound open up its character like it would on an acoustic drum. So you can hear that. It's not just the same sound getting louder as I play harder. Let's take a listen to some of the other sounds that are in the RMP-5. Now you might be wondering why we have all those different sounds in there, and here's the reason why. On the side of the RMP-5, there's a dual trigger input jack that will allow me to take a stereo cable and split off to 2 mono cables so I can add a kick drum and a cymbal. So I can actually make this a very small drum set. So it's really a lot of fun to be able to do that. The other thing, as I mentioned, is the advanced metronome. Now the metronome, some metronomes only go up to 6 beats per measure, some maybe up to 7. This RMP-5 actually will go up to 17 beats per measure. So it'll handle any kind of advanced piece of music that you're going to be practicing with. And not only that, for example, you've got all the beat subdivisions. And not only that, but listen to this, all different metronome sounds.
1, 2,
even a voice count. As annoying as that voice count might be, it's great so you know exactly where 1 is, especially if you're playing an odd time signature like 7, 9, 13, whatever. But not only that, there's actually patterns in the metronome to play, so you can play along stylistically with whatever piece of music that you're practicing too. Again, so you can see a wide variety of click sounds and also patterns. Now I'm going to move on here to our beat subdivision for our metronome. And not only does it play the beat subdivision, you can actually see the beat subdivision, such as 1/8 notes in this case, in the display. It's a great learning tool. Offbeats, triplets, 16ths, even groupings of 5s, and even going into groupings of 7s. So you can see what a great tool that is, because it's very difficult a lot of times to try to play to those groupings of 5s and 7s. Now let's move on here. One of the things too, of course, is how many beats per measure. There's 4, there's 5, going up to 9, then combinations. 2 plus 3, 3 plus 2, all the way up to 9 plus 8 or 8 plus 9, which is 17 beats in a measure. Again, an extremely advanced metronome. Now let's move on to one of our favorite parts here. It's called the Rhythm Coach. And again, it's those series of exercises that really help build up your timing, build up your stamina, and actually help you get better faster. Builds up all your speed chops and everything too. Let's take a look here. Time check. I'm going to go to time check. Now if you can see the display up there, there's a center box which will say good if I play in time. The arrows will be on the right saying ahead if I'm ahead of the beat, and their arrows will be to the left of it saying behind if I'm behind the beat. So the object is to play with the metronome and actually play right in time. And this helps you focus on the beat. Let's take a look. And you can see right up in the display there. Now I'm behind the beat. Now it says good, I'm playing on the beat. If I play a little fast, it says I'm ahead of the beat. Another great way to be able to know if you're playing on the beat or not. And there's different variations within that exercise. You can be in easy mode, hard mode, just check your triplets, septuplets, whatever you want to do. Let's go to the next mode here. This is great. It's called accuracy score. Now that you have focused on playing in time, now let's see how well you do, because the rhythm coach is going to score you how well you do. Give you a 2-bar count in so you can get ready, and there we go.
Good.
It said good. Isn't that great? I got 83%. Here's a neat thing too that I'll do, is if I just play once in the good mode. Oops, hold on, I'm sorry. Now it works off a percentage basis. So if I play once and I get it right the first time, it'll say
perfect.
Isn't that great? It's a great esteem builder. I do that a few times a day myself, just so I feel good about myself as I go throughout the day. So you can see how that works. It's really a lot of fun. Let's go to this next one. It's called quiet count. What's fun about quiet count is the metronome will play for a specified number of bars. Let's set it to 2. And then the metronome will drop out for 2 bars. Now, if you play something consistent, what you want to do is play through the part where the metronome is not playing. Hopefully, you'll come in on the beat when the metronome starts playing again. Let's take a listen. Is it playing? And 2, 2, 3, 4. Notice how there's no metronome. There, and I'm on the beat. And you try different. No, I did that on purpose there so you could actually see that I wouldn't come in on the beat, so how that works. Anyways, let's go to this one. This is gradual up, gradual down, step down. This builds your chops. Because when I start it, you can see the metronome every 2 BPM, every 2 beats goes up 1 BPM. You can see that metronome climbing, 127, 128, 129. So for practicing things like paradiddles, also notice how the time check function is working as well, telling me if I'm ahead of the beat, behind the beat, or on the beat. Once I get to my fastest tempo I want to get to, I can push the minus button and watch what happens. It starts to slow down. See, it's slowly making its way back down to the original tempo. Why would you do that? Simply because sometimes you play things a little too fast and you don't articulate them very well. This forces you to slow down and do exact articulation for whatever you're playing. Again, a great useful tool. And I'm going to go to this other one. There's a few more Rhythm Coach exercises, but let's go to this last one. It is called stroke balance. What's very important for a lot of drummers is being able to play your right hand and your left hand velocity evenly. It's very hard to just hear that. So this actually has a velocity gauge in the display telling me how hard I'm playing. The object is to play right hand, left hand, and make the needle stay in the same place, thus letting you know you're playing both right hand and left hand at the same velocity. If I'm right hand heavy, you can see the needle, how every time I play a right stroke, the needle goes farther up. Again, the object, get the needle to stay in the exact same spot. And if you want to, you can even use time check at the same time. So now I'm a little behind the beat. There, I'm good. So you can use all those exercises in conjunction at the same time. Again, not only great for drummers, but really any musician, any vocalist, anybody that wants to develop their rhythmic skills. Now that you've seen all the great practice features of the Rhythm Coach, and you can obviously see it's not just for drummers, it's for anybody wanting to improve their rhythmic skills. So definitely get out there and check one out.